This is about the fear to discover some terrible memories, some suppressed memories, or finding out that you're a bad person. The example I want to share is probably the worst regression that I had, in which I've seen that because of my, and this was a past life regression, by the way, because of my irresponsible behavior, my entire family was butchered. It was a really awesome story. And by the way, this was my only spontaneous regression. It was outwardly. I was in Egypt, and I accompanied my boss's, at the time boss's wife, to this village in Abydos in Egypt, because there was some strong temple there. It's called Situ Temple, by the way. So, and you have to go inland in Egypt, which is a hassle because you have to stop like every 500 meters for police control, and the roads are not really great at all. But what happened was that even as I was walking uh, towards the temple, I started feeling like I was tripping. And I took a quick inventory. I was not hungover. I hadn't been drinking. I was not on any drugs. But the feeling I had was this, like, kind of like as if I was walking underwater, like maybe 3 or 5 feet down. So like the water was like very resistant. It was very hard to move. So I kind of felt like, like everything was a bit like slow motion and kind of weird. And then I enter the temple, and our guide shows us this um, kind of like fresks, let's say, but they had all the pharaoh dynasties written down. And I started just checking out this thing, and suddenly I had this memory. I had a vision, and that vision sent me shaking. I don't even know how long I was just sitting on the floor there shaking. Our guy just like put blankets on me while I was just crying, and I was just somewhere else. It was really, really bizarre. And what I saw, check this out. So I see myself arguing with my father, and I see that I'm a teenage girl, and my father is a pharaoh, and he is telling me something like, you're not just a person, you're a symbol. You have a duty, you have an image to uphold. You cannot just fall in love with whomever you like. And I was like, why can't I? I am a person too. I deserve to be in love. So I was a rebellious child, obviously. And I think, it felt like I was maybe like 12-ish at the time. And so what did I do? Of course, I didn't listen to my dad. So I started to bring in my lover secretively into my part of the palace to have like secret rendezvous with him. And the guy was a general in my father's army. Imagine, I'm just seeing this like a movie while I am on the floor in the temple in Abydos. True story. So, so I see that this guy was not of a noble origin. He was just very ambitious and very hardworking and a great warrior. And so he just made this really amazing career and became a general. But there is no way that he could marry me with my father's blessing. And so he started visiting me secretively. And then one night, he shows up with his army, with his regiment. And he butchered my entire family. So I saw my father die, my mother die, and my little siblings die. It was a bloodbath. And I saw that he kept me alive because he wanted to marry me and legitimize his reign this way. Imagine, I mean, what worse possibly could a person have caused her family? And I see that I killed myself. I killed myself because I could not imagine marrying him and allowing him to win. And because I was so shocked from this whole experience, I kind of like internalized this conclusion that I'm not fit to rule, so I cannot have any power. I cannot have any love because I don't deserve to love and have love, because love just ruined everything for me. And coincidentally, it killed our lineage. How about that for a heartbreak consequence? And also I saw that I kind of cursed myself. Like, these feelings were so strong in me that I basically just cursed myself not to have love, not to have power, and not to have compassion for myself. And when I saw it, I realized why I had been so harsh on myself my entire life. And just prior to me coming to this temple, I had an episode with a colleague with whom I was being really too harsh on her without even noticing. I did not even register. I thought that I was helping, and she was in distress. And when I realized that I was being harsh, I asked myself, well, how harsh am I to myself then, if this is how I am to other people? This was because my personal history was I've been really, really harsh on myself and nice to others. So I thought, okay, if this is me being nice to her, then how am I to myself then? And why? And once, like literally a day later, we go to this temple and I see this violent memory, and I got the answer to my question. This is why I've always been so harsh on myself, because I really, 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 truly believed that I'm a piece of shit and I don't deserve nada. I don't deserve compassion. I don't deserve love. I don't deserve anything good because I really screwed it up. When I left the temple, I shared a part of my story with the guide. And this guide who was there with us, she's a very beautiful woman. Her name is Claire. She's Dutch, and she is an energy healer. And so imagine my disbelief when I told her part of the story. I actually told her the harsh part, that because of me, I saw my entire family die, and it was all my fault. And you know what she tells me? She tells me, oh yeah, I see this life. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, right. You see it. And then she goes to tell me, but it's not your fault. You just fell in love. And guys, I did not tell her that part. I swear. I did not tell her that part because I was kind of embarrassed, because like as I was saying the parts of the story, I thought, oh my God, like everybody died because I fell in love with the wrong guy. And so I was just too ashamed to share that part. And when he completed it, when she said that it's because you fell in love, I was completely shocked. But at the same time, it was the first time that somebody validated my visions. So that part was absolutely awesome. And from that moment on, I made a huge breakthrough in building and growing compassion for myself. And that made a very big difference on my quest to self-love. So the effect of a regression is really the opposite. You will find compassion and appreciation for yourself and self-love for yourself. So please know that your psyche, like your mental health, is completely safe. Outside finding out that you were an Egyptian princess, if you can handle that, everything else is going to be fine. Thanks for watching. Bye. Lots of love.